What's up, YouTube? We're just a few days away from the launch of Season 1 Trial of the Gods, so we're going to do something a little bit different today. Let's take a look at a completely 100% free-to-play deck that doesn't have any epic or legendary cards in it, meaning you can build something very similar very quickly as a new player. As you obtain more cards, you can swap them in. So this deck here was built by GreenGuy, and it is a nature deck. And all these cards are just common cards with a smattering of some rares here and there, like Arrow of Rage is rare, and Lightning Strike is rare. And other than that, everything else is a common. So this should be very easily obtainable after just playing for a very short amount of time. It's basically a big creatures deck. You're going to have all the stats on all these creatures. And you're going to have the Nefarious Briar to remove durability from your opponent's relics, which come Season 1 is going to be very important. You're going to have Lightning Strike, which is going to help you remove... You want to save this to remove big creatures from your opponent. Don't waste this on like little rinky-dink Skeleton Heavies or Vanguard Axewomans. You want to save this for something like a Minotaur Phalanx or a Helios Battlesworn, maybe. And Hunt is going to be very effective at clearing out wide aggro boards with a bunch of little creatures. So hopefully this deck will help you out if you're a brand new player. So, with this deck you can either play Leech Life or Forage, depending on the situation. Leech Life may be better against some aggro decks, not all. And Forage is going to allow you to draw any card from any set that's a nature card. So if you're playing a free-to-play deck and don't have access to many cards, this may give you access to a large number of cards that you didn't have access to previously. Now Onslaught, they play late game weapons, so this might be better later in the game to remove when Avatar of War comes out and he equips a 5 damage, 2 durability weapon that heals his god for 10. That'll be nice to remove that. Hopefully the game will be over by that point. Otherwise we might be in trouble.
The calm before the storm.
So, this is a decent starting hand.
Brace yourself.
Let's immediately get some stats out. Against Onslaught, we want to go as wide as possible, as quick as possible.
Awaken.
Just going to keep getting big stats out on the board. We'll see what he does. If he attacks anything with this, you can kill it with the staff, but looks like he's going to play very aggressive. Usually Onslaught wants to sit back and just respond to whatever you do and clear the board and keep control, but he may be playing some type of aggro Onslaught, which is rare. Usually it's very control-oriented. I'm going to equip the staff here so we can ping his protect off here and then take out one of his creatures. None of these cards seem very useful except for maybe Auric Rush.
Awaken.
We can unequip his weapon here with Nefarious Briar. This is not a typically seen relic that's used in Onslaught decks, but go ahead and remove it. rid of his creature. Give ourselves a 1/1. Around 4 mana is where you start seeing a lot of deadly creatures come out of Onslaught.
Answer the call.
This is a very favorable trade for us. We have regen on this guy. When you're playing Forage, you gotta make sure. Keep count of how many cards are in your void. It stops working if you get to 6. Or rather, if you get to 7. So you gotta use it before you get to 6. Right now we're kind of in a race with them right now. He's only got 2 cards left. So if I sit back and forage, may give him a chance to catch up. I think for now I'm just going to play an ogre and see if he has any deadly creatures. So we can use Canopy Barrage. It'll heal us for 2 and kill his creature. That puts us at 6.
This is not the way.
So once we use this, we need to forage. We're very close to the Auric Rush, which we may or may not need against Blitz.
My turn.
This is a pretty typical relic that it's in a lot of Onslaught decks. This one would have been nice to remove for sure. Perhaps we should have saved the Nefarious Briar. I think in Season 1 people will be running even more weapon removal. Maybe Iron Tooth Goblin on top of the Nefarious Briar. I think there almost can't be too much weapon removal. Until there's so much that no one plays relics anymore. And then in which case we won't need to play weapon removal.
Seasons pass.
Let's go wide again. Pick up the Auric Rush.
Growth requires patience.
Let's see what we gave him access to. A Lightning Strike. Might regret that. He keeps going face here, but he probably should have taken out. So he said, okay. I'll just keep going face because I have a big... like if we had a Lightning Strike here, he'd be in big trouble. So let's trade as few cards on the board as possible. Hold up, we're gonna forage here, so let's see what we get. Okay. Probably should have foraged earlier, knowing that was my plan.
That is not possible.
Just in case we had gotten a Lightning Strike. big stat creature. He's getting them all from Bast's claws. Ooh, he should have probably
Answer the call.
saved up and bought that lightning strike. Let's go ahead and hunt here and see what happens. Unfortunately, we need to sack everything here. But we'll get something back. Hopefully something nice. Very nice. I had 2 of these in there, so...
This is not the way.
Or I foraged, so... Less than 2. Cursed Kaipora. Every onslaught deck.
My turn.
It's a nice top deck.
This is not the way.
So let's put this into the void. And then we could forage here. We are up to 5, but I want to get some stats out. Probably see him waste another deadly creature here if he's got one.
Okay, I can do this.
Give this onslaught, but then we're just trading here.
Every life lost is a tragedy.
There's one of our lightning strikes. Gonna have to go ahead and forage. Ooh, that'll be nice for next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the lightning strike. Keep this board clear.
I've done all that I can.
Because I have photogenesis. I have forage. And there's another lightning strike here that hopefully we can get to first. Namely because he was so low on cards that I'm not thinking he's holding something huge.
Awaken. That's enough for now.
Well, that's not super helpful. We do have a confused creature here. Problem, none of these have blitz, so he gets to kill something with his deadly here.
Is it time to hibernate already?
Let's force him to waste the waste his deadly here.
This
So
is
we'll
not
have
the way.
4 cards. He probably will take this trade, so we'll have 5 cards in the void. Probably give this blitz trade here. Wow. Not many people play Blood Rage.
My turn.
course, we just threw down our last wild card. So when this attacks something, it deals 2 damage. See if he has more deadly creatures to throw at it. A Staff of Roots can clear these out pretty well, though I'm low on health. I didn't really think he would take that trade, but
Answer the call.
the charging orcs will hit the frontliner, giving me back another card,
This is not
which
the
will
way.
be Caller of the Hunt at this point, which is pretty nice. And he can only deal 8 damage, so
For
we
now, I
survive
must
here.
rest.
So if he just goes face, then I have lethal, so he's going to have to deal with these somehow. He's still 1 shy of lethal here. He just lost the game. Math is important,
turn.
kids. Make sure you do your math homework. He should have taken out probably the 7-5. Live to fight another day, but he did not. So here's a deck that's completely free to play. No epics, no legendaries. Just played it during the weekend event against a rank 11 player. And it came down to the wire, but yeah, as a starting point, this is definitely a really nice deck. So I will leave a link to that deck in the description below. Make sure you check it out. If you have any questions or comments, if you're a new player, feel free to leave a comment, ask a question. The new season drops this Wednesday, 10 o'clock Eastern time at night. I will be streaming the whole thing here, so make sure you check it out, and I will see you guys next week.
With